Hi everyone, welcome to Tim Web3 and let's look at what happened in Asia this week. First, Beeple was in Hong Kong. So for those of you who don't know, Beeple is the #1 living artist in the world, and for him to finally go to Hong Kong is actually very important. Why? Because Art Basel Hong Kong is coming back end of March, and he met with Julian Howard of the Digital Art Fair Asia. He also met with Adrian Cheng, who is the CEO of New World Group, who is very influential in the Azuki community and in Web3 in Hong Kong and in Asia. So Beeple in Hong Kong I think is very interesting, and I will try to make it to Art Basel in Hong Kong when it happens. I think it will be very, very interesting. Another thing that happened this week is again Japan. Japan just doesn't stop on working on the metaverse, VR and AR stuff. Just have a look at the article I put in the list there. Basically, it's a very well written article by Tim Horziak that explains the potential in Japan, but also the pitfalls. You know, a lot of Japanese companies are quite known for not being very good at going abroad. You know, they're very good at doing domestic products. But the problem with Web3 is that everything is global, right? So we really hope that maybe they can find the right partners overseas, or that they can think a little bit in new ways so that the Japanese, you know, strong companies that are already there can also export all the goodness that they have. When I look at that article and all the pictures from that event, I was like, wow, you know, they're super advanced already, but how do you bring this global? And another story in Indonesia this time, the Salim Group. So if you don't know the Salim Group, they are the largest family conglomerate in Indonesia. So I was talking earlier about Adrian Cheng from the Cheng family in Hong Kong, one of the biggest family conglomerate in Hong Kong. The Salim Group here in Indonesia is also partnering with WIR, which is a tech company doing VR content and things like that. And they also want their piece of the metaverse. So very exciting to see this massive conglomerate in Indonesia moving into the space, and we'll definitely follow what happens there. Another thing from South Korea, Blackpink. I think everybody knows Blackpink all around the world, and the K-pop star Lisa, part of the group Blackpink, is doing a partnership with Chivas whiskey to launch a limited edition whiskey bottle designed with Lisa, and they're selling it as NFTs. So, you know, I think a lot of activations about limited edition products. We know people will want to buy it anyway. You can do it the more traditional way, but doing it the Web3 way is very appealing to the Gen Z community. It also helps to create great content, digital content, and it makes the life of these marketing activities a lot longer. You know, like selling a limited edition whiskey bottle in traditional marketing, you can talk about it for maybe a week or two, and you know, people get bored. But make it Web3, and maybe that story can have a 2 months, 3 months lifespan. And I think that's also a huge value for brands and marketers, that you need to take notice on how you can keep your community and your content engaging. And this is the kind of thing that I think will really work. And you know, the K-pop celebrities, they're known all around the world, so I'm sure the BTS, Blackpink stars, they are very involved in Web3, and it will continue to happen. Now, a quick article on India. I have to say, the article I put in the list this week, it's not very well written. It looks like a PR release and not really a well thought article. But Pepsi is releasing NFTs in India. You know, talking about their values and things like that. I'll just keep an eye on it, to be honest. I just looked at that. I don't know how good it is, but maybe we'll share more about what happens there in the India market. I myself, I'm in Bali right now. Actually, next week I'll be in Thailand, and then next month I'll be in Hong Kong. So I'll keep reporting on all these stories around Asia, and I'll go on the field and hopefully learn more from the people that are on the ground. Thank you for listening this week. I'll see you next week.